Hi again, I'm back. Okay, so I took about 10 to 20 minutes to try and think about how I could design a filter that makes the water even cleaner or less turbid. And in doing so, I'm actually going to reduce the number of materials I'm going to use, but try to improve the efficiency of each of the materials. So I drew another design, and you'll notice that instead of using a screen and sand, I'm going to try and use the coffee filter, which I think will allow the separation of the particles from the water even better than the screen and the sand. So in doing that, and it will also hold the water and the other materials into the filter that I'm creating. So I'm just going to open up the coffee filter. Oh yeah, this holds it much better. I noticed also when I was doing it that some of the water was escaping through the sides of the screen, so that maybe had something to do with it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna dump the rest of the cotton balls in here and do the test again. You'll see that I had the original sample here, my trial 1, and I'm hoping trial 2 will make the water even less turbid than it was initially. So I'm using the same sample of water so I can have an accurate reflection of what's going on. And I'm going to and I cleaned all my materials too, just to make sure everything was back to regular. So I had a really best test as I possibly could. Okay, so now I'm going to take that dirty, yucky water, filter it through, and hope for the best. Oh, see? It's taking even longer for the water to go through. I think that's really good news, because the longer the water is in the filter, the more of the particles will be soaked up. So that's kind of neat to see. And just from my eyes view, I don't see any of the tan cloudiness I noticed when I used the sand. So I'm excited to throw this through the turbidity meter and see what will happen. Seems like I forgot to bring my bucket back. Okay, so, here's the empty tube. Whoa, way better. I don't see any specks of sand. I do see a few dots of the soil that I used, but other than that, here's for comparison's sake. This was the original, and here was my filtered water. And then, here was the first sample I had. So overall, I'm very happy. I'm excited to run it through the machine and test. Thanks. Would you have done anything different than I have? I'm pretty happy with my outcome. Let's see, if I was going to do it again, I would maybe try and double up on the coffee filter and maybe even double up on the cotton balls, just because there are some still specks in there, and I would like to see if I could make it even better. But I'm happy with my redesign, and I think I achieved the goal for sure of running it through the turbidity meter and making the water less turbid.